Nostalgia. There's only one thing on the face of the planet, with the sole exception of drugs, that can make anything that is objectively bad seem so amazing. And if it isn't obvious, I'm talking about nostalgia, all right? It makes you look back at this stupid clip of this Xbox, and you just think, wow, I remember when I used to have one of those. And you know what? There's no rhyme or reason behind it, but it just seems so right. And they say hindsight's 20/20 and everything, but that still doesn't explain why everything seems so... Wait a minute. Well, okay. Now, originally, I was just gonna do a little bit where I'd go from nostalgia to talking about DVDs, which is the center of my project. But this little girl just picked up a DVD copy of Herbie. Now, for those of you who aren't in the know, Herbie is a 2005 movie starring Lindsay Lohan. She wants to be like her NASCAR father, but she gets a self-driving Beetle. Okay. Awesome, right? But we're not here to talk about how awesome the movie Herbie may or may not be. We are here to talk about DVDs, all right? If you look to the screen, you'll see the DVD menu for the movie Herbie. DVDs, if you don't know, I'll just pull up a picture of one. That's a DVD right there. All right. Nowadays, DVDs are more sort of seen as defunct, if you will. They're seen as relics of the past, and the kids really don't rock with them. Am I on? So you ask yourself, why? Why are they seen as relics of the past now? You realize DVDs aren't from that long. DVD sales peaked in 2005 to 2006. Now, with the peak of DVDs only being about 20 years ago, that raises even more questions. Why have the sales of DVDs declined so much so quickly to the point where now it's considered a fossil? You know? I mean, even just looking at this clip right now, compare this clip with the clip that was just on of the Iron Man DVD menu.
Yeah, man, this one looks like shit.
That was from 12 years ago, that Iron Man DVD. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 came out 2 years ago. So there's really no reason for that giant decline in quality right here. But another main reason why DVD sales are plummeting is because of streaming services. I mean, obviously, you know? I mean, duh. Think about it like this. The concept of streaming cannibalism, which basically means the company will put out movies on streaming really soon to cannibalize any kind of profit that they would make off the DVD sales. A notable recent example would be Zootopia 2, with a notably short duration of time between theatrical release and streaming release. Approximately 15 weeks after the initial theater release, Zootopia 2 ended up on Disney+. That's hardly any time for a DVD exclusive run. Interestingly though, a lot of people like to think that piracy has a big effect on DVD sales. However, that's just incorrect. Piracy and DVD buyers are in two completely different lanes. In no world is someone who pirates movies gonna buy a DVD. I mean, they could get it for free anyways. Why would they waste money? Well, not waste, but why would they spend their money on something they can get for free anyways? If that makes sense. Although, while we're on the topic of spending money on something you can get for free, this is as good a time as any to bring up vinyl records. Why is it that vinyl records, which are older than DVDs, might I add, why are they now hailed as cool and retro when they cost $40? They cost $40 for one vinyl, and you can listen to them for free on YouTube. But DVDs, they get shit on. They get shit on every single day. Sorry, got a little angry there. Don't know why. Don't get me wrong. I love vinyls. I love DVDs. I have no problem with any. In fact, I have a DVD, I have a vinyl record right here in my freaking dorm, okay? I have no problem with vinyls. I love DVDs too. I have a lot of DVDs here too. In conclusion, I mean, there's not really much to be said as to why vinyls are so much more trendy now than DVDs ever were in the first place. And yeah, sure, vinyls are from the 80s and DVDs are from the 2000s. So if one should be a fossil, it should be the vinyls, but there's no really particular reason as to why vinyls are now so trendy. They just are. There's certainly other things that used to be popular that are now coming back, like Furbies. Do y'all remember Furbies? I used to have a Furby. It bit my freaking finger. That thing sucked. Or like cassettes. But we've yet to see a resurgence on DVDs, even though they're not even that old. And part of that's due to the cannibalization that I mentioned earlier. Part of it is also due to studio greed as well. They want to cut the profits that the DVDs could possibly make and just put it all into streaming. Take, for instance, the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 DVD homepage. You'll see a large decrease in quality from 2008 to 2023, which is odd because the development should be upwards. We're in the future. It should be better, but it's not because they don't care. And they should. DVDs are so freaking rad, and all of you should go buy a DVD. This is where I leave you guys. Go buy a freaking DVD today. Cooper has spoken.